This here, this is BB Motorsport. Welcome to another BB production. We are now on with disassembling.com. So what we're going to do is split videos around because we have so many projects going on in the workshop. We will have to do sort of videos of everything. So we'll get back to the van another day when we're back on with the Diff, etc. For now, we've just done a video showing you the Diff system in the disassembling.com and how to remove it. This is for customers that already have this kit out there. Although it's new to us, the kit isn't new itself. So although we are making our own drive box system for it, for the next 2 to 3 months until that drive system is available, the drive box is available, we're going to use the chain drive system. I've taken the Diff out because it's quite sharp. It's not really for road use. It feels quite track use. So we've gone to another Diff then, or sorry, the same Diff, but we've just plated it a different way. It's on ramps, I think. So we sent it back to have it redone. Anyway, this is a video showing you now on how that it comes apart. A little bit about the car as we go through it, me rambling on a lot, but still it's 25 minutes of your life. Just have a look, see what you think, let us know. Nice and simple. That's one drive shaft off there, pinged off, and then on to the next one. This one's a bit easier, obviously a little bit more room than that side. This side's quite difficult, that side's quite easy. Not too bad though. Bit more room on this one. This one should be hopefully a nicer job, he says. Ideal. No bolts seized, as this is fairly new kit. I've only done 100 miles on the road, this guy, and John had it. This car is I am the third owner of this 1963 logbook, which again is nice. And there you go, as you can see, here the drive shafts off. Now on to releasing the alley bearing carriers, both sides. It looks a fantastically nice job to do, so it's going to take me a while by the look of it. So we're on metric bolts holding the alley casing in, which is good. Again, nothing majorly too tight. The copper slip on them next time when they go in. This one looks like an absolute beauty to get on. So I'll have a bash on that in a second. 6mm Allen key on the other side. Bit of a smaller bolt, probably not as much torque on him. Future reference, should have took the exhaust off. 100% will take the exhaust off. Fairly simple.
10mm clamp up there. Probably gonna have to drop the back, pull the back cans off by the look of it, and then sort of wiggle it all that way towards the back. Have a sip of tea, obviously. Get that out of the way and it'll make it a better job. So all nothing seized. Like I said, this vehicle's only been on about 100-mile trip. It's enough to have a shakedown, figure out to make sure everything's okay in it. John didn't do a lot of work with it. Like I said, we'll be doing a lot more work with it. We'll probably have it stripped down next winter, powder coat everything, replate everything. But for this year, we're just going to get it out and show people exactly what we're doing. How it goes even. Just get this exhaust off then. Exhaust is fairly easy. It's just two 13mm bolts on the back that holds the system up. Quite easy to get to. That's a bonus. Take you around and show you this exhaust. So literally just them two there, one there, one there. That'll drop the silencers down. John chose the twin silencers. Again, it's your call. You know, you could have 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't really matter what you have, really. I would suggest just using the one. It's plenty quiet enough, nice and easy to tuck away out the way. You can do something fancy with the cans. This has got a KAD back end on it. Going off on a tangent a little bit here. It's got a KAD back end on it. We're designing our own. We're doing a T45 tube with trailing arm job, which will probably be available summer, I would say. But anyway, that's how to get the exhaust off. I'll whip that off a bit quick. So that's the exhaust off then, pulled it back. That's now off this flange here. That means then this one should be, hopefully, woohoo! Nice. Sweat going on there, ladies. But that does free me up lovely to get to everything else. Hopefully there's a split link on this chain somewhere where we can pull them apart, and hopefully the diff will just drop through the bottom then. But having a conversation with John and his dad, a very knowledgeable guy by the way, having a conversation with John and his dad, I think they pinged it over, and if they pinged it over, we have to go and buy a split link breaker, because I haven't got one for a 530 chain, because everything, look at that, it's got a split link. Job's a peach. Still can't get to that bolt though. I feel some tool modding coming on. We do short ones of these. This one's too long, so I'm just going to mod it, move it back. Every garage has modded tools. Don't care what garage you're in, you have modded tools. Now, the clever people out there will use the bit I just cut off that, put it into a socket, TIG weld it into the socket, and have yourself a short reach Allen key socket. That's exactly what we're going to do with it. Now we've broke it, what I'm going to do, is grab a pair of pipe grips. It'll be quicker and easier, act as a ratchet effect. This is the world's longest bolt. So, I see a design flaw here. Only a design flaw when the car is, when the engine is in the car though. Obviously when the subframe's out, or the engine's out, unbolted off the two standard minis for the people who know about mini. Two standard mini rubber mountings, 2 to 3 bolt here and here. Obviously the whole lot lifts out through the top. I don't want to do that because I don't want to disturb everything that's already in there, and I only need the diff out. That's why I'm just taking the diff out. You can pull the bolt back enough to get the diff out, but you can't pull the bolt out totally. So when you're putting this kit in, by the look of it, you always remember to put that bolt in before you drop the kit in. When our drive box comes, you won't have to worry about all of this at all, because it'll be a sealed unit, sorry, oil fed sealed unit. Keep waffling on about it, but it's awesome. I'm gonna knock this split pin off now off the chain, and then hopefully, if you're not all too bored, I reckon that will drop the whole lot down. If it doesn't, I need to go and check my eyesight. Split link is easy as that. Tiny little split link. Drop it in the box so we don't lose it. Tap the chain link off. Seems weird seeing stuff this small. We're with grass racers from years ago, we used to use like 630 DID chain, massive chain. But then we were running 300-400 horsepower bike engines through it. Some donut even put a 16 valve Vauxhall through a chain. That was me. Didn't last very long. That's the chain out then. It does feel loose now, but it also feels like there just may be one other thing keeping it in, or I just need to try harder. I reckon I'm just going to try harder and not let it come down and smash me in the head. Oh no, there is one other, which is there. I got him. Okay, so actually there's two. Novice, see? Novice car builder. This is going to be a ute to get to as well. Now a proper guy would have gone and looked at the spares that came with it. That would have told him there were 6 bolts holding the diff in. It's Sunday, give me a break. Something tells me that the top two aren't. They're not 6mm. So let's try a 5mm in there. And it's not that either, which means they've put an imperial bolt in, which is fantastic. I would hazard a guess it's a 1/4 inch bolt. I would also hazard a guess it's never going back in. Not this tight, but anyway. Close 11/16. That is not good. Maybe a while, people. Let's cable tie this driveshaft up out the way, make it a bit easier to swing the Allen key around. Gotcha. That, trust me, won't be going back in. We'll find another way to do it. One more to go this side. Again, it looks a joy to do. Again, just clip the cable, the drive shaft up out of the way. You could take them out, pop the bottom ball joint, pull the shaft out, but I just want to see how much you can do without stripping a lot of the car down. So that one's tied up there quite nicely now, which means I can get to that bolt a lot easier. 732, not 7/16, obviously. 7/16 is 11mm, and it ain't that. Another lesson here is do these bolts first. That'll take the weight of it, because this is what does the adjusting. So the adjuster is what I'm undoing now. So this will move the chain drive or move the diff up and or down, obviously to tighten and loosen the chain as you need it. I should have done it first. It's hanging off it, that's why it's a bit of a bugger to do. Probably take another 5-10 minutes off this job, would have been all right. Good catch, Graham. That is our diff. Like I say, if I'd have been sensible and took the tensioner off first, I'd have been alright. I got 41 minutes on the clock, so that's still not too bad to take off the diff. That's our diff setup that we're currently running. Great little setup. John Lee designed it. Links AE, sorry, is John Lee. He designed this. Like I said, it's done the job. It's a fantastic job. There's a fair few of these out there running. This one, we're just going to pull apart now. Get it off to what we use, Elite. Get it off to Elite. Get them to strip it back. He was going to go to the people who made the diff, but that's a different story. Okay, I've had a quick strip down, quite easy. Pop joints just pop out, as you can see. Just remember when you're popping these out that your studs that hold the drive shafts in will fall out. Don't lose them, they are readily available, they're only mini stuff. And then it should be quite easy just to pull the bearings off. Little tiny lever bar, just give them a pop. Maybe tuck them up, just give them a, there we go, little wiggle, comes off lovely. Been really well thought about this diff, to be fair. So that's on there, fling him over, drop him down the side, just give it a little tweak up, and again, should just be a little bit of a wiggle, a little bit of a says it's safe, don't worry. So them two on there, fantastic. Run the bolts out. And then your sprockets off. Voila. So, to me, this car feels a bit under-geared. It's really quick through the box. It's like really quick. You know, you're so quick through. I'm going to check this gearing. I have no doubt John Lee knows exactly what he's doing. John Boylan, they know exactly what they're doing. But we've been building cars a long time. We've been building cars with bike engines an awful lot longer. We're going to just double check this. I'm not saying they're wrong, but it just doesn't feel right to me. So there's a great little app called Google Commander. Get on there, it tells you every engine, or every bike engine, sorry, that has been made, and every gear ratio in that. You can then put in your sprocket size, your front sprocket size and your rear sprocket size, your tyre rolling radius, and then obviously put in the engine that you're using, or do it the other way around, engine first and everything through. So for us, it's GSXR 1000 2015 L6, I think it is, from memory. Like I said, I'll hold my hands up if I'm wrong. I always hold my hands up if I'm wrong. 90% of the time I hold hands up if I'm wrong, but it just feels a bit short for me. I just want to tweak it a bit. It's nice to go up with the box really quick. It feels fast, but it isn't fast. So, you know, that's what we want to do. And obviously we can work this ratios out into our geared drive box, and then we'll be fine. Hello. So Jigsaw Mini's done then. Diff's out. Pulled the diff apart. Showed you how the sprocket comes off, how the cups come out, etc, etc. This version is going to be available. However, when our drive box version comes, I'm not sure you'll probably want to go that route. Yes, it's probably going to be a bit cheaper, but it is using a chain drive, etc. Whereas the new system obviously is on geared drives, self-contained. Don't have to look after it. Just make sure it's got oil in it. It'll last forever. That's that done now. So we've got some other bits and pieces that we're going to be doing on the Mini as we go through. But this is I think it's 25 minutes, 30 minutes long video, just for you to have a look at what's underneath, how it all works, how it comes off. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll do something else soon. I'll probably go onto the kitten and do a video on that. Thanks all.